Hi there.
Hi, everybody. We are
Welcome.
live.
Woohoo! Live and live.
Yes, and thriving being live.
Mother-daughter dynamic duo.
You got it.
We are
kid.
here.
Oh, yeah. We're here
Excited
for you
to
guys.
be here.
And very excited for today's topic. And, Alicia and I meet every Sunday and we discuss like what we want to speak about for you on Tuesdays. Oh, no, today's Tuesday.
And we will introduce ourselves in a second.
Yes. So our topic today is limiting beliefs.
And how that shows up in our lives.
And created with our story.
Yep.
To go along with it.
From the past.
But it's all good.
Yes.
It's all good in the hood.
Because we bring light to everything we do. Right?
Absolutely.
And then it evades the darkness.
Absolutely.
And it becomes a gift.
Yes, indeed.
That's the work we do.
Dun, da, da, da.
So I am Alicia Schwartz. Hello. And this is my mother, Rochelle Schwartz. So let me introduce my mother. She is sitting here.
Well, I don't know anybody else that's
My
around.
mommy.
I guess so.
Her name is Rochelle Schwartz. She is a world-renowned relationship coach. She has been featured on the Oprah Winfrey Show years ago. She is also an integrative coach on the Ford Institute with the late, great Debbie Ford. We love her. And she has been on the Laws of Love radio. We have a radio show, True Oldies. And the thing I love more about my mother every day is how funny she could be. That's for sure. Trip in one half and a third.
Yeah.
That's my mom. Special little lady.
Little. And the truth
little.
is, it is. It's really true. As you grow
shrink.
older, I would say younger, you kind of like lose some height, so to speak. So sometimes I'll say I'm 5'2", when in fact I'm probably 5 feet.
With some heels on.
Right, which I
you don't wear
heels.
You don't wear heels.
No.
Right.
I wish I did, but no, I don't.
Wedges, you could probably wear wedges.
I could. Yeah. But so this is Alicia Schwartz, my daughter. My daughter in crime.
Maybe.
We have fun. We really do. We have a lot of fun
Partner in
together.
crime, but daughter in crime. Okay, I can see that.
All right. And Alicia as well is a relationship coach with the Ford Institute for over 20 years.
Just like 20 years.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about that. And so am I.
40 years plus.
40 years together. Can you imagine what opportunities the people out there can really experience with us?
And between your experience being a mother and my experience being a daughter, we should really knock them out of the park.
Without a doubt. Really, without a doubt. And besides Alicia being a relationship coach for over 20 years, she's also a phenomenal massage therapist over 20 years. And she does a lot of energy work. She's very intuitive. I thought I was intuitive. She's really good.
Then she met me.
And then I met Alicia. Yeah, that's what happened. So that's kind of who we are. Just to give you an example, we just feel so happy and proud to be able to sit here and share with you all the various things that we have gone through, our clients have gone through. We have coached thousands and thousands of people. And just to see them shift and change their life and really take in that they are really good, they're good enough, and they're loving, and they deserve to have a life that's thriving.
She keeps going. She doesn't stop. Just keep the real. Just keep the real going.
But we are talking about
limiting beliefs.
We are. I know that, and I was just going to give the floor to you.
Oh, that's
how
nice.
Lucky you are. So go ahead, Alicia. Just talk about some of our limiting beliefs.
Well, I know one collective limiting belief, and I'm sure everyone out there can relate to it, is I am not good enough. Now, again, these beliefs are not, conscious. They're unconscious. They come back from when we're young. We develop them. We adopt them from the people we see, our mother, our father, the people in our lives that we love. We adopt them. We don't mean to adopt them, by the way. We just do because we want to be loved and accepted. So limiting beliefs, yes. So one is I'm not good enough. One is I'm unlovable, right? And so, like I said, they run your life, and in your relationship with your mother or daughter, if they're not conscious, they run that too. And then it streamlines into everything and every other relationship, right? So my
Yeah.
mom is going to give you an example,
Yeah.
aren't you? Coming back from your background of your motherly background.
Yes. So how one of the ways I picked up my limiting belief about not being good enough is my parents would fight every single morning of my life. Every morning, I would put my head under a pillow because it was just I didn't even know it at the time, but I couldn't take it. I just to listen to that. So I then adopted that money is a struggle, and money doesn't grow on trees,
And not enough.
and certainly not enough.
You're not enough.
And I'm not enough. I'm not even good enough to have. And so this was my operating.
Her unconscious operating
Right.
system.
And
That's why it's called an unconscious operating system.
Correct.
Because it's not conscious, right?
Absolutely. So this really ran my life. I mean, it stopped me from, if I can tell you all the opportunities that I have had at that period of time, anywhere from I had you and Stacy in my 20s, and then Stacy in my 30s. But from that point on, certain opportunities would come my way. I wasn't aware, and I was so unconscious. So there would be people in my life that would show me that they had so much money. And I would walk away thinking, why do they want to be friends with me? Not realizing it wasn't about money. They really liked being around me. And so that started off the story. And so what do you think?
So
You want to add to that?
So when you're in a limiting belief, it literally sabotages, is what my mom is saying. It sabotages experiences that you can have, but you can't have them because you don't feel you're good enough because of that limiting belief.
Correct.
And then, in the work we do, it's all about really finding the light and the gift in those beliefs, right? So my mother adopted that she wasn't good enough in that situation, at an early age. She really gained back after really embracing, she gained back her power and got her voice. So why would she hate that? Why would she hate not being good enough? If it really, the gift and the light of it, after she pulled back the layers, right? And really looked and saw the gift of that really was getting her power and her voice.
And let me tell
And
you.
that's where she is today.
Yeah.
She wouldn't be able to speak to all of you. We wouldn't be sitting
True.
here, right? Because
Yeah.
of course I have a similar story, right?
Of course she does. She's my daughter.
Exactly.
And it's true, when you get your power back and your voice, I remember Oprah saying two things that are really important. I'm sure there are many others, but two of the things is you want to be heard and you want to be loved.
That's it right there.
And that's really it. And so when you do get your voice, I remember getting my voice, I couldn't shut up.
Yep.
It was like I had diarrhea of the mouth because I had so much bottled up inside me. Once I was free, it was like I just kept on talking.
And the other thing too is now that you did all this work and you see the light, and we're really all about sharing this with you so that we're going to talk about our workshop on March 18th, but it's really all about, using your voice. Now she can use her voice that supports thousands of people and speaking and leading thousands of people and doing the same. And ultimately, it's given, you the courage.
Yeah.
To be and do this work and share it.
And you know what? When you stand in front of people and you feel you deserve it, you're good enough, it really doesn't matter if they like you. I remember Debbie Ford, our mentor and teacher, said, if 50% of the people are going to like you and 50% are not. And you have to be okay with that.
And go with the 50.
And go with the 50 that really are okay.
Yeah.
So that's a lot about the workshop.
Yeah, but and we'll give them a golden nugget,
Right.
an action step
Okay.
to take with the kind of topic we're having our
Okay.
conversation with. Let's just, you want to do that? You want me to give them the?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead. Absolutely.
So the action step for what we're talking about with the limiting beliefs, start to really look in your life. See what keeps showing up for you. You keep creating the same people that are showing you you're not good enough, or showing you are unlovable, or showing you your anger. It's probably an indicator that that's a part of you. But in the meantime, you can look in the mirror and say to yourself out loud, I am enough just the way that I am. Really breathe it in. If you have to use your hand to like breathe it in, I am good enough just the way that I am. Till you start to feel a little emotion bubbling up, breathe it in. And also you can play loving music while you do it. Okay, and that will really support you in the process of doing this. And you could do that for the next 28 days. Say this in the mirror, write it on an index card, read it every day before you go to bed. And when you wake up, huge. You do that for 28 days, guarantee you will be good enough.
And it's true.
And it's not to say that not good enough gave you good enough, so why would you hate it, right?
Exactly.
So that's what we're all about.
Those are the, I call them the love nuggets, because part of your story, you can't push it away. You want to bring it in and embrace it. And it will show you all the lessons that we choose along the way. Let me tell you, they're worth so much because they give you so much of your power back. They give you so much of your courage that why wouldn't you want to look at that? And nobody's coming to save you. You're the one who's going to save yourself. That was a huge lesson for me.
Yeah, and I think that, why we're coming on all the time is to share this for all of you, to get a piece for you. We want you to really receive something for yourself, some aha moment. And then, of course, this is the best part. You can come join us, limited amount of people because we want a small group. It's March 18th, our mother-daughter workshop, 7 weeks. It's on a Thursday at 7 p.m. And it's on a Thursday at 7 p.m. on Zoom. You can go to eventbrite.com and click Mother-Daughter Dynamic Duo, and boom, the link will pop up. Register today. Don't wait. Because you know what? The longer you wait, the longer you hold yourself back.
Yeah.
In learning new ways to communicate, right?
Oh, God, that is so important, guys.
Emotional boundaries.
It's a wow.
That goes into every relationship.
Yeah, it does.
Forgiveness, acceptance. I mean, you can't get better than that. New ways of looking at yourself and your mother or daughter or the women in your life. And join us.
There's so much richness to all of this. And it's a small group, so it is limited to a small amount of people. You don't have to show yourself on video.
You could just be on the
Zoom.
audio.
You can put the audio on. But it's a very sacred space that Alicia and I hold for you with a lot of love.
So, with that being said, we're going to wrap it up.
We're wrapping it
up, Roche.
Okay, so from our hearts to your hearts, the Queen of Hearts. Have a beautiful day. Mwah. Chloe,
that's fine, though.